Hi, I'm Brittany Allyn, and welcome to Savor the Flavors. One of my favorite cuts of meat to have on hand are chicken cutlets for several reasons. 1, they're lean. 2, versatile. 3, they cook quickly. And 4, if you have them in the freezer, they thaw quickly. And they work perfectly in my Italian chicken sandwiches. Today we're going to begin by cooking the chicken for our sandwiches. I've already started. I've got 2 teaspoons of olive oil heating in a skillet, and if you notice I have 1 large clove of garlic in there that I've slightly smashed, and I've been browning it in the oil just to infuse the oil a little bit with that garlic flavor, nice subtle flavor. Now I have our chicken cutlets here. I've got 4 of them, 1 for each serving. Earlier I took a kitchen mallet and just sort of pounded them so that they would be the same thickness throughout, and then just lightly seasoned them with some salt and pepper. And so we're just going to cook these. It'll take about 2.5 to maybe 3 minutes aside. They cook very quickly. And while that's going on, every sandwich needs a condiment of some kind. And for this, we're going to make a basil remoulade. Here I have 1 cup of mayonnaise. And to that, we're going to add some garlic. Now, I just like to take a clove of garlic and just grate it so it's very fine. Or if you have a garlic press, that'll work wonderfully too. Now, keep in mind that you can do as much garlic as you want. I tend to sort of like garlic a little more subtle or on the lighter side. So I'm just gonna get that in here. And to that, I've got a teaspoon of lemon juice. And one of the elements for this sandwich is roasted red bell peppers, and you find them in a jar like this near the pickles and the olives in the grocery store. And what I like to do is just take a teaspoon of that liquid from the peppers, I love that flavor, and add that to my remoulade. And then lastly, we have basil. I have 5 teaspoons of fresh basil here. And I'm just gonna take this and stir it till it's all completely combined. Now, I have a little tip here for you on the best way to chop fresh basil. Okay, our remoulade is ready to go, and it's time to check our cutlets. Looks like it's a good time to flip them. You can see they've started to brown just a little bit. That's what we're looking for. And we're gonna cook them for just about another 1.5 to 2 minutes. Now it's time to assemble our sandwiches. I've had the chicken covered and resting for a little bit because I find that way you get more juicy, succulent chicken. So we'll just uncover it here. Looking good. The juices are running clear. You want that, so that's how you know your chicken is completely cooked. And for our sandwiches, I'm going to use these ciabatta rolls. I've just sliced them. I think they're perfect for this. They're nice and soft. We're going to take some of that basil remoulade that we made and just spread it across the bottom bun here. And then we need 1 of those chicken cutlets. Now what I like to do actually is cut the cutlet because I don't want it sticking out of my sandwich or out of the roll. So I'll just sort of cut it in half, and then we'll just lay it on the bun, sort of like that, so that it's all enclosed in the bun. And then what I like to do is take some of those roasted red bell peppers. Now, you can get them like this already cut in strips, or you can get the whole pieces. I actually prefer the strips for this because sometimes if you use the whole pieces, like you'll put the whole piece on your sandwich and go to bite into it, and the whole thing kind of slides out with the first bite. So I find that these strips work a lot better. I love how these smell. I love that flavor. Now what we're gonna do next is top it with a piece of provolone cheese. And we're just gonna take these and pop them under the broiler for just a few seconds so that cheese gets nice and melted. As you can see, the cheese melted nicely on our sandwich. We have just a few finishing touches. I've got some arugula. I'm gonna put on here because you have to have something green on a sandwich. And I love the sort of fresh pepperiness that this brings to the sandwich. Get on there, don't fall off. And then I've got our other bun half here, and I have to be honest, I always kind of like take some of the bread out myself. And then I'm just gonna spread a little bit more of that remoulade on the top half, and there you have it. And what I like to do, it makes it easier to eat if you cut it in half. And then we'll just set this, look at that, isn't that gorgeous, in our basket here. And maybe tip this guy a little bit. Now I always like to serve this with some of my zucchini fries, and both of these recipes are available on my website, savortheflavors.tv. Now, also, you might want to make a little extra of that remoulade because it is so delicious with this to dip your fries in as well. Now, next time you have some chicken cutlets and you want an easy weeknight dinner, I would love for you to savor the flavors of my Italian chicken sandwich.